Hey guys, this is a Blu-ray and DVD haul. Got a whole bunch of crap. Well, not a whole bunch, less than usual, but it's a big stack, and I haven't done one of these in a while, so it's kind of added up a little bit. But here it is, one of the first ones I grabbed a while back, like an idiot, foolishly, compulsively, was this Alien vs. Predator double feature. These movies are stupid. The 90s toys from Kenner are better than this movie. Moving right along. Just recently picked up Blade Runner 2049. On the fence about this. I'm not sure exactly why I got this. Actually, I didn't buy this. This didn't cost me anything, so it's also got a little bit of a rip here in the corner. It's torn. No big deal. Anyway, so that's there. I like the original a lot. I was kind of offended at the thought of a sequel, but whatever. I'll give it a shot one of these years when I get through all this back catalog of stuff that I haven't watched. I'm sure we all have our backlog of unwatched films. Picked up Doom. I know this movie sucks, but I kind of like it. Plus it was like $5, so no big deal. And now it's on Netflix, so that sucks. Not that I'd use my Netflix account for anything other than just kind of endless browsing. Bought this movie, Mom and Dad. This is just hilariously over the top stupid. Has to be seen to be believed. It's kind of got a good premise, but holy shit, man. This movie is a little overboard silly. Probably intentionally so. Picked up the Mad Max High Octane Collection. As my Mad Max anthology magically vanished from my cabinet at some point in time within the last year. Isn't that nice? Avengers Infinity War. Shockingly, for a movie as long as this, I didn't get bored or tired or fall asleep or any of that. That's kind of unusual for me at this point in my old age. DC Universe movie, The Death of Superman. I'm not a big fan of Superman, so seeing him get killed is always kind of fun. This movie was a hell of a lot better than the one that they attempted many years ago, back when they first started doing these animated straight-to-video movies, back like in, I don't know, 2007 or 8, something like that. There was a movie called Superman Doomsday, and it's horrid, and this is basically a retelling of that story arc in modern times with cell phones and stuff. It's not in the 90s, it's now. Doomsday looks a little bit different than he did in the comics. No containment suit. Well, actually, yes, he does have a containment suit. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. This movie's alright, and it's going to be followed up by Reign of the Superman movie, which I'm very interested in seeing, and I'm happy that is going to be the successor to that one, because that was actually a pretty not bad movie there. Deadpool 2, I haven't watched this uncut version. Saw it in the theater, and this had me fucking howl out loud a couple of times. It's technically more of the same, but it's a larger scale, and obviously it has more than one location for the most part, and it's a sequel to Deadpool, and it's what you would expect it to be, and I liked it. So there's that. Okay. I think we're out of the superhero territory here, finally. Almost. So there's this movie Upgrade. I haven't watched this one yet. The trailer looked kind of fun. It might be shitty. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. This gets my Horror Movie of the Year award. I don't really give out Horror Movie of the Year awards ever, but it is for Hereditary. I don't care what anybody else has to say about this. This was fantastic. I know a lot of audiences just did not like this movie at all, and critics did. It's kind of like The Witch in that respect. Actually, it's like The Witch in a lot of respects, among many others. 60s and 70s style horror. Very claustrophobic type stuff, a lot of family melodrama, a lot of guilt trips, resentment, shit that hit me like a ton of bricks at the theater. I had to get up and leave a couple of times because it was a little too intense for me. Not the horror aspect, but the family aspect. That was the weirdest part. I was finding myself kind of in the shoes of the characters at some points, and movies don't really have any effect on me anymore. I'm totally desensitized to a lot of this shit, but this one kind of this one pulled me in and stayed with me for a couple of days. I felt terrible for like 2 days after seeing this. Highly recommended. Do not check out any spoilers. The trailer is very misleading. It's not the type of movie that the trailer would make it would have you believe it is to be. But it is incredibly good and definitely one that I'm glad to have in the collection. I'm hoping that there's going to be some sort of, I don't know, award attention given to Toni Collette and Alex Wolff because they really delivered in that movie. Anyway, Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble. I only picked up this movie, Female Trouble. It's the only one I wanted, so I got it for $14. That was a good deal for a $40 disc. And it's just been sitting here waiting for me to be watched. Recently got a copy of The Vanishing. Not sure exactly why I got this, but anyway, here it is. This is the original version, the Dutch version, the only version that you need to see. There is an American remake, and I think it has Kiefer Sutherland in it or something. I can't remember who's in it. It sucks. Don't watch the American version. Watch the Dutch version. And if you know the ending, then I guess you don't need to watch it again. Got some Arrow videos, as I always tend to. There's a copy of The Addiction. It's a very unique vampire movie. I remember it getting being very well received by Fangoria magazine back in the day, which is why I was interested in seeing it. I haven't watched this one yet, but I will get around to it. I do have a massive pile of movies to get to. But yes, this is Abel Ferrara's The Addiction. It's all in black and white. Pretty interesting. Okay, so here is the Bloodthirsty trilogy. There's the Vampire Doll, Lake of Dracula, and Evil of Dracula. And what this is apparently Toho, the studio that makes Godzilla, decided to make some gothic hammer horror style movies for Japanese audiences, I guess. And there's just 3 of those movies here. Pretty cool. Very great concept. I really like Hammer Studios, and I also like Toho stuff, so there's that. And it does look like very good vampire movies. Here's a fun one from Italy. This is a Luigi Cosi classic called Contamination. It was called Alien Contamination for most territories. And some great artwork here by Gary Pullen, I think. And it has the original artwork on the inside. Kind of boring, but there it is. Nothing special, just a dude in a spacesuit discovering all of these unusual alien eggs. What could that be a ripoff of? Okay, speaking of aliens, here he is, one of my favorite pickups out of this whole lot. Extro. This is a German, very limited edition Blu-ray with a DVD and a soundtrack. It has a nice kind of like media book style packaging, except it's as tall as a standard definition DVD, so it's bigger than a Blu-ray disc media book. And the packaging is absolutely friggin' weird, and I'm going to show you what I mean in just a second. This is actually very cheap ass packaging, and I was kind of stunned by that because it's not. This is kind of a pretty deluxe release. First off, you got this Blu-ray that is on a pretty good spindle, so that's not a problem. This book is stuck in the media book forever. You can't take it out. It's hard to read. There's some naked boobies in here, so I'll be careful of that. Now here's the part that's bullshit. And you can see how the discs are staggered here. This is the compact disc, so it's easily scratched. And then there's a DVD. There's no spindles holding either of these together. It's just these weird tabs up here and down here that are being pressed on. So that you kind of lift this up. And I'm having a hard time with it because I can't see what I'm doing. But it's basically snapped into place. Well, let me get this one out first. See how that just kind of slides out? There's nothing holding it. That's bullshit. Anyway, I think that this is limited to 222 copies, which is insane. Anyway, Extro, 80s trash classic. This is number 132. All the arrows in this import I picked up off of a Facebook group, one I always mention, for real cheap. I got those for dirt cheap. Picked up on DVD R from Cinema Sewer, Retardotron 2. They don't have Retardotron 1. Well, this is Retardotron. This is a video mixtape, much like the Whore Church that I mentioned a while back. This has all kinds of clips running at rapid fire. Lots of pornographic stuff, weird shit from Japan, weird commercials, pitched TV shows that were never aired or failed miserably, just stuff like that. Weird shit just coming at you at a mile a minute. It's not as rapid fire as the Horror Church. This is actually a little bit more smooth transitions. It's pretty funny. It's something to watch with inebriated friends, or if you're like me, you're a pervert and just want to watch it by yourself. And you can watch these online. You don't have to buy the tapes. I mean the DVDs. And I managed to score a copy of Retardotron 3, which is not that easy to get anymore. Volume 1 is impossible to get a physical copy of at this point. I have a feeling. See, it's got Meryl Howard Kalin, who's no longer with us, and he's on YouTube. You can enjoy him on YouTube, and I'm hoping I'm not showing anything nasty on the back of this, but whatever. This is funny shit. The way that it's all cut together, these types of things, they crack me up, and I enjoy them a lot. So, that's all I have to show you for now. Trying to scale back, as I've been saying. I'm going to purchase this, but I'm not doing a very good job with it. You know, when I see a good deal, I like to kind of act on it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye.